9:45 now. With most dining restrictions in the state being lifted this evening, many area restaurants are preparing for this to be a busy weekend. To share with us how the increased capacity could make a huge impact on restaurants, we have President of Ledo Pizza, Jamie Bell, joining us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you were saying you have a ton of restaurants across our state. Not all are opening at 100%, but a few are. So what does this mean for Ledo Pizza, for your restaurants?
For us, it kind of means there's a light at the end of the tunnel and a return back to the normalcy, or maybe a new normalcy. So we're able to prepare and kind of start hiring back the folks that we lost, that we had to let go. And for us, it really just means the future's ahead of us. We're excited about it.
Great. When you found out about this, did you start making those phone calls right away?
We had anticipated that we thought it would be coming from watching the numbers, so we started making the phone calls. We alerted to the store level people that look for regulations to change. I mean, we are in Maryland, obviously, so the counties are different for what the regulations are. So we're kind of trying to coach everybody through what their jurisdiction says.
Okay, yes, you said you had 77 restaurants, so some still at 25%. How does it affect business when you go from 25 to 50 to 100%?
The major effect is really just to make sure we have the appropriate staff levels and have our team members back on board and trained. Once we get up to 100% in the stores, it'll be a little different because we'll have to make sure we have some partitions and barriers with our tables removed. So 100% really doesn't get us back to 100% of where we were, but it gets us pretty close.
Okay, and you're talking about some of those safety measures. Let people know what are still going to be in place at restaurants.
Well, we'll still be practicing social distancing. The staff will all be required to have masks. We're going to have the QR code readers for menus instead of the menus on the table. There'll be single-use condiments. Where available, we'll have kind of one-way in, one-way out, entry doors, exit doors. There's placards on the floors for 6 feet standing. We're still going to have our plexiglass barriers at the front of the house for the counter staff. We'll be implementing curbside and waiting outside provisions so we don't, kind of cram any areas up. But largely, a lot of the same things will still be in place.
And you mentioned, 100% doesn't mean 100%. And some of these changes that you've made, these are here to stay no matter what capacities, correct?
Correct. And to be honest, I don't see some of these things leaving even after 100% of the restrictions, whether it's 6 feet or not. I don't see us going backwards on a lot of these enhanced procedures that we're doing.
And the service industry has been so hard hit over the last year. How many employees do you think, with the ones that can go up to as close to 100% as you can, do you have a sense of how many employees you're going to bring back across your company?
By the time we get back to the new normal, we'll probably bring back about 1,000 people spread out across the stores. And that's being that they all want to come back. We know we have a lot of them that are a little scared of the virus still, for obvious reasons. We have a lot of them that have childcare issues with schools not being in full time. So we'll get back to that number. We're excited to have all the team members back and excited to have the energy. So hopefully by the end of the day, we'll be back up to our full numbers and bring on about an additional 900 to 1,000 people. Okay,
that's amazing. And yes, like you said, beginning, we're starting to see this light at the end of the tunnel, but we know it's a new normal, not back to normal.
Oh, it's absolutely a new normal. And, like we said before, a lot of these things are here to stay, and I'm pretty content with them staying. I'm happy about these enhanced procedures. It kind of gave us an excuse at the corporate office to push down some things that we really wanted to see. And so there's some positives to it for sure.
All right. Thank you for joining us. We've been talking with Jamie Bell with Ledo Pizza. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Enjoy your day.
Let's get another check of that forecast. We're going to enjoy this weather. Meteorologist Justin Chambers.
Exactly right. How about pizza for this afternoon? I mean, he's just talking about pizza. You say the word Ledo Pizza, good pizza. So, yeah.